Of course. What is up? What is up, everybody? So, Josh, he is you're a Baltimore native. Can I
Yep.
consider, and
Yeah, that's
he's
fine.
definitely been around. He has definitely been on tour and opened up for some of your favorite artists. And he's just a musical genius. He knows how to produce music and he's into instruments. And you also just created you dropped Toons on May
Yeah.
7th.
Yeah, I
So
did. Yeah.
he's working during this quarantine. So thank you for hanging out with me tonight.
No sweat. Thanks for having me. I always appreciate you having your door open for me. It means a
Of
lot.
course. What you been doing? How have quarantine been treating you?
Um, Initially it was like kind of challenging just because it was like, man, what am I about to do? I'm stuck in the house. I actually
Right.
wanted to, I was starting to get into like super crazy tour mode, like right before the quarantine came.
Who
I
were
was
you, was that tour already out? Like, did you already have it set up? Who was you looking to go on tour with?
I was doing a tour in February with this
Mm-hmm.
artist from New York named Puck. She's
Mm-hmm.
the keyboardist for SZA. So her and I got together this past winter and just did like a quick 4 show tour, like here in New York. Damn, I forgot where else we went. Philly and then some other
Okay.
place. And it was really tight. And it was like maybe I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks before this started. So I was glad I got to get that off. But then I was like, yo, just kind of going crazy in the house. It was like, what am I
Yo,
going to do?
creatives in the house is something different because
It's weird.
we're so used to just being on the go. And we're
Exactly.
used to just having to work fast and we
Exactly.
gotta be here, we gotta do that. So now when
And
we
being
gotta
around
stay home,
people.
we gotta do what? We gotta do
Yeah.
it ourselves.
Right. Yo, that really kind of fucked with me a lot. Like I had to be alone. Like, cause a lot of the energy comes from being
Other
around
people.
people and
Yeah.
like talking and soaking it in. Like, I think more than anything, we realize how important humanity is because like I need you. Like I need you to be able to talk to you, to be able to get inspiration from you, to get ideas from you, even if it's inadvertent. Like even if I don't know, like talking to you gives me something. And
Yeah.
like you not being around me is like I'm starting to lose something. Like so even
Yeah.
like through the phone or talking through the phone or whatever, like it's cool. It will like suffice, but it's not the same thing. So it's
As
just
feeling
like
your energy and praise. So what's up, Wadi? What's up, everybody that's tuning in to the live? Hey everybody. I'd be so like caught up in just like who I'm talking to. I kind of be ignoring the chat. So hey, what's up? And I remember the last time we had talked. You was basically saying like a lot of your music you've created by being in the studio with good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
vibes and energy is so essential.
It's
So
true.
essential.
Like I'm sorry, my headphone came out.
You good?
Um, yeah, like a lot of times being in the studio, just being around like-minded people is a thing that is helpful, and it kind of just draws that inspiration to make something out of nothing, because that's really what it is. Like, like a lot of times when people talk and they be like, "Yo, we gotta have some girls in the studio," like for
Just to
whatever
create
your
that
reason.
vibe.
And we even spoke about that last time because like it does create something, even if it's not like, I'm there to show off for you. It's just like you are giving me something, even if you don't even know what you're doing for me. So
Yeah.
like that's important. So, I kind of had to get my mind right, like being at home and just like sitting in my room to myself. But I really did just kind of start to get the drive to want to create something, want
Mm-hmm.
to, put something out and just want to contribute in some kind of way, like the best way that I can. Like this is really all that I know how to do. So I'm just trying to, give it my best with what I do.
Hey Nori, shout out to Jason. Jason, he has worked with some of our favorite artists out here. He pushed their music with the label reps. So
What
definitely
up?
you check out Josh, guys. Yeah, he's in here. If you said something, he was like, yeah, that was real as fuck. So he out here. He's in with it. Hey Nori. Nori's also my sister in radio, worked at 92Q. So shout out to everybody. Hey cuz. All right, but you started getting your drive back. You started getting back into it. So now what influenced tunes?
um, it was really like because I didn't have a sequence of music. It was just like I wanted to put out some songs. So it was really more like a play on words, tunes like Tuns, and I was just like tunes, Toons. And from there, again, just an idea started to come where it was like I loved cartoons.
I was about to say that. I didn't want to put it out there, but I was going to say, you love cartoons. That's
I
what that
really
came from.
do.
Hey, Mama Mary. Yeah, you
I'm a
tapped back into
huge
your
cartoon
childhood.
head, for real. And it just immediately started taking me back to like, like a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, just watching favorite cartoons, eating cereal, like, going outside to play. And just what even like things like cartoons, what that imagery can do for us as children, and not even just children, but just period. But like just how impressionable we were as children, it could really play a huge role on us. Like after we watched cartoons, we kind of had to get up and flip and like go run because all of that was inside of us because we just finished seeing it. So I just really wanted to, if nothing else, have a message to just continue to create.
I'm here for it. So the album, looking at the album cover, and it's a bunch of you.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of you. So what influenced this cover? Did you put this together yourself?
I
Like
did.
what was the whole thought process? How long did it actually take you to figure out like, all right, bet I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna set the date for this to release it? What was the whole timing of this collection to get done?
Honestly, I'm gonna say about, just to be safe, maybe like a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I had already had like a few songs and I was like, yo, I want to do more songs. I was like, maybe I could just do 5 or 6 songs. I was like, nah, I want to do more. So I just kept sitting down writing. I was just challenging myself every day to write a new song a day and, make a beat, write a song, or just like, because when I used to sit in the house a lot, I would just make beats every day. Get up 10 in the morning, make beats until it was time to pick my kids up from school 3 o'clock. Make beats. I'm not in that mode anymore. I'm more in a marketing or trying to get my music out there mode. But I had so many beats that I could just go back and pick one. And how is this song making me feel? Let me write to it. And I got a lot of songs from like just listening to beats that I made.
So now we got to go back to this cover. How did you
Word.
create
Oh
it? Who
shit, right.
created it? What
I
happened?
did. I did. So what happened was I was really inspired by like you know how like the teenagers now be having like all the collages and stuff. I was like,
I be
yo,
seeing
that's
some fire
dope.
collages out here on the gram. I ain't gonna hold you. I be seeing some dope collages.
It was really dope and it was like inspiring the hell out of me. And I'm talking like even months before, it was like, man, I like the way those collages look and I want to try to do something with it if I can. So my daughter, she showed me how to use Snapchat and I
Mm.
made it on my own. So I was just like,
Wow, are we really getting that old where the daughters, your kids got to teach you how to use the social media
she put me
now?
on. I had no clue. I was like, yo, how y'all be doing that thing when, like you make the picture? She was like, you mean Snapchat? And I was like, yeah. So she showed me how to cut them out. And I was like, word, it's about to be on. So when I
That's how I be
saw,
feeling about TikTok. TikTok takes some time.
it
Like,
does. It's tedious, yo. It's not as
it's so
easy as they make it
tedious.
look. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm fucking with this. And after I got the picture and everything together, it really inspired me to put the music out because it just seemed like something kind of colorful. It was almost like it wasn't even pictures of me. It was just like mad colorful pictures that were just there.
Hmm.
And then I couldn't afford to pay anybody to make a real album cover for me. So I
No,
just did it on my own.
I get you 1,010%. I feel like the more we learn how to do, the more self-sufficient we can become, and that can help save some money in our pockets to invest into
Totally agree.
our budgets. Hey, Hunt. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. So you dropped it on May 7th, right?
Yep.
It is about 12 tracks on
Yeah.
here. Which track is the most personable? Whereas though we hear it, we feel as though we really get to learn who Josh Stokes is.
The most personable would probably be a song called Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little ballad that I did. I call it like my Freddie Mercury like kind of ballad where it's just more so just like me and an acoustic guitar and it gets kind of big in the middle but fades back out with just me and the guitar. And it was basically just talking about me and having to get my thinking back on track and like how I feel about myself
Mm-hmm.
because one thing that kind of happened with the whole quarantine was, you know, dealing with relationships
Yeah.
and the uncertainty of the relationships. And they would start making you feel weird and kind of start making you question yourself. And you'd be like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like a lot. That shifted for me, like really feeling, really knowing like
Hi,
who
Taylor. Hey, Doc.
cared about you. Like when it started getting like a quarantine, it was like, nah, you can't come around me. I'm like, oh shit. So it was just like stuff like that. You start
Wow.
realizing like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
So you know, you get through your little things, but that was the most personable for me, and it really kind of helped me bring me out of the low
The
place,
darkness.
no doubt.
All right, so let me play one of your I'm trying to get to know you.
All
So
right,
let's
cool.
play Shadows, a little bit of it. Um, can you hear it?
Yep. Must remember what I said. Made a promise to myself. I can't run, I can't flee from the thing that I must be. I can't hide, can't escape.
Wow. I can't hide and I can't escape. No, it's just
Yeah.
you, your thoughts in this quarantine. We gotta get through it.
Seriously, it's the truth, though, because you can't escape them. Like you really can't.
Ireland.
So you just deal with them as best as you can, for real.
So now let's go into a song where as though what is that song where you listen to it and it's just like it makes you wanna feel good and turn up? What song on Tunes is
Feel
that?
good and turn up.
Yeah.
I would probably say focus.
Focus. Wow.
Yeah.
So take us to the marketing and creation of Focus.
Focus was kind of like me talking to, you know, whoever I was seeing at the time, and it was like, I'm trying to tell you these things, but I can't focus on you. I can't focus because I'm just looking at you so much, or like, you know, I care about you so much. You're so beautiful, or like I can't really
It's
think
distracting
clearly.
you. It's
Exactly.
distracting
And it
you.
was like you got
Can't
the power
say.
of me. So it was just like I had to really find the words to say, you know, like how to leave or how to get out of the situation. A lot of times it's difficult, but it's like a bounce and a groove to it that'll still make people like get down.
Okay. So let's play a little bit of Focus,
Let's do it.
which is number 2 on Tunes.
Yeah.
All right. I love when I hear your music. It gives like that church sound. You say, like you give that church voice. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then you got the instruments in the back, and then it rise up a little bit. I feel like you
Word.
like doing a choir, and you like singing.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yes,
it. Thank you.
yes. That's a vibe. That's a
Thank
vibe.
you.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, so that's the one. I'm trying to push that one. But instead of, you know, like making anything a single, just like whatever you like, you like. You know,
Yeah.
try to come out with a video or something soon, but I'm really just pushing the whole thing.
And honestly, I say like you allow. I've been seeing a lot of times that like people are allowing their fan base or their audience to basically
Right.
choose the singles that they want to push. Find out which single is getting the most repost, or you know
For
who are
real.
people vibing out with the most. Have people like, hey, when you listen to the track, definitely like make me a video, tag me
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
Based on whatever you're seeing the most of. Take that and
For
run with
sure.
it to make your next single.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
I agree. So being an artist and being in this quarantine, and you seem to like you're into like relationships and stuff. Like, have you been tapping into hey honey, my honey y'all checked in. Have you been like taking the time to indulge in like dating sites and stuff? I've been saying that like dating sites and stuff has been going up since the quarantine. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on even dating, trying to date? Like, what are your thoughts?
I'm not against dating sites. I've never used one. I'm more of a like to be in your face kind of person and
Okay.
talk to you and like get to know you like just the way it was not supposed to be, but the way we just
Like
used to do it.
throwback, what we used to.
Exactly. Just like, yo, can I go with you? Not can I go with you, but that form
Can
of
I pull
thing.
up?
Like,
Can you pull up
exactly.
on me? Okay.
Exactly. That type of thing. That's more my thing. I do know a lot. I have a lot of friends that use dating sites. And I say it's like a 50-50 success rate. I guess just like all things. But I don't think I would ever do it. I'm just more of a natural kind of like organic person. But get
Okay.
your love however you need it.
All right, so while we in here, we're gonna play Cupid on the live. What's up, everybody that's tuned in? If you could build your own woman, the perfect person for Josh, like what are the traits? What are the traits? Let's put it out there into the universe
All right.
so she can come.
I would say definitely, beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
creative, likes to have a conversation, has a pretty good sense of humor,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't mind chilling. Because I like to chill. I don't really go outside a lot. Like I will if I have something to do, but I will really just be in the house, like making beats or just on YouTube. And
And
I
she just
tell,
be there for the vibe.
yeah. So I tell whoever I meet, I'm very boring. So I try to let you know that off the rip. So like a few months down the line, like this nigga is boring. Like I told you I was boring. So as long as you know that, I think we can rock.
Bet. So we putting that out there, sprinkling it a little bit, put it into the
Cute,
universe.
creative, and boring.
So say we just set up your perfect date, and if she like, oh, you are artist, right? So let me hear what you got to say. What would
Yeah.
be the song from Toons that you now playing next?
The song from Toons that I would play next would be "Thank You."
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna play "Thank You" first, and then we're gonna go into why you chose that.
Let's do it.
All right. Yes, it makes sense. It's pretty self-explanatory in a way.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I think that's very important too. That is dope, right? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in listening. I think whoever that we all are in a relationship with, everyone's in the chat. If you end up like finding someone that you spark with, it's always so important that you find someone who changes you for the better. You know
no
what I'm saying? Like,
doubt.
of course, accept you for who you are to the core, but if it's still some ways or some things that we can change about ourselves, be open to
Absolutely.
it and also be appreciative that you found someone who was able to do that for you and bring that
Hell yeah.
other part out of you. Like, I
I
think it's
totally
very
agree.
important.
Yeah, I think that although, of course, there should be a level of comfort in it because we're getting to know one another,
Most
there still
certainly.
should be that level of challenge in there to continue to keep us both to grow because that's what we're there for, to learn from one another and to continue to like, because like, I hate to keep saying like you and I, but like if we're around each other, we'll start saying the things that each other says because we spend so much time with each
Spend
other.
so much time, it happens. So it's just like you want to make sure that you're picking up good
Exactly.
habits and good
Exactly.
traits if
It's
you're
the
around this
truth.
person all the time.
It's true. It's very true. So those are one of the things that are very important when like having a partner. You want to have a person that you feel good with, but also a person that you're like, yeah, this person is challenging me to kind of get outside of this box that I was in, to like grow mentally or just as a person as a whole. Because like we don't love the same. Like none of us love the same. We all have our own ways. So it's like we have to learn one another and kind of like go around what we know to make each other comfortable.
I agree. Shout out to everybody. I hope y'all getting these gems because 2020 is gonna be a special year. It's been a whole
I
year.
agree.
I'm not even gonna lie though. Kobe passed away. We got
Yeah.
this
Yo,
crazy
first of all,
pandemic.
D Dave died.
D Day,
That
yo, D Day
sucked the most
sparked.
to me. That fucked me up. I tell everybody like, I also do a podcast called the Dream On Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say like December 29th, he was like the last person that I interviewed like before the year went out. and we were just talking about all his plans and everything. And he was my first artist friend that ever passed away, and that really fucked with me
It
so
hits
heavily.
different. It
It
hits
did.
different, like certainly different. I just had seen D a week prior, a
Yeah.
week prior, and when I heard the news, like when I woke up that morning, I had like missing calls. TK called
Right.
me when TK called me, and then she just like burst out crying. It's just like what? Like that whole
It
day,
was
that
weird,
whole
yo.
weekend, the whole week is just wild because it's just like if you know D, then you
Right.
know that he
Right.
was not a bad guy, not even a little bit.
I was
It's
like, who was he
not like
fighting? Like, what was he doing? Like, I
you
couldn't
get
even
what I'm
think of
saying? Like
him.
sometimes when things happen or someone passed away, you're like, oh, all right, well, I see something could have happened. Or,
Exactly.
this person could have did this. But D is just like,
Not with him, though.
hell no. Like,
No way, man. I love that dude. Like, he was just such an open-hearted, just like free, accepting person. And that's what I loved about him so much. It was just like,
yeah.
yo, this is a pure person right here that is
Who had
really like
hella
a
bars.
jewel. Exactly. You know, like it was a pleasure to be on stage with him, to be around him, to do anything with him. Like this dude was a great person, and I really miss him. And that started my year off wrong.
I
And then
know.
you know, like with the
It's been a
Kobe
damn
shit,
movie.
it has been, and it's been like the bad part. Like when shit gets bad, like it's been that part. So you know, it's only a matter of time before some good stuff comes because we've been
Most
going through
certainly.
it. Absolutely. So it's like, yo, you know, and then I've also been telling myself too, like, to every success, there are great challenges, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to continue to like go through those. So just to get to that place that we want to be.
And they
So
always say too, for every level, there's a new devil. So it's going to be
true.
always. And I feel like right now we're in the season. It's different seasons in life, and right now we're in the season of suffering. And
Word.
a lot of people are suffering. It's suffering even besides like the regular homicides or the police brutalities or just things that we see on that level. But also everyone who's passed away due to COVID-19, like
Exactly.
people losing jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like us not having that interaction with human beings. Like this is the season of suffering, but
Yeah.
it's not going to last long.
No
We're put in
doubt.
this season for a reason, just become more stronger, become more wiser,
True.
to create more, be more innovative, tap into our purpose,
Absolutely.
tap into
Totally agree.
ourselves,
Right.
and
And with the
life is
proper mindset, we can still be good through the downtime.
hello, most certainly,
You know,
most certainly.
I've still been well. Like I've still been able to eat. Like I've still been able to pay my rent and pay my
Yes,
bills. And you
come
know, like so
on.
I'm super like grateful for that.
Come on,
So
bring it into it. Come
hell
on,
yeah.
God, bring it in, bring it in. Very
Word.
serious though. Like, so what can we expect for you for the remainder of 2020? Like, even outside of is I don't know if you'll actually be able to go back and tour, but I heard as
Right.
of Friday 5 p.m. they're going to start opening like outside restaurants again and outside pools and
Sweet.
yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
That's
where do you
cool.
see the idea of touring still taking place in 2020? Do you see yourself tapping into this virtual world of events and stuff?
Absolutely.
Like, what's the goal
Absolutely.
for 2020, the
Um,
remainder of it?
well, you know, I heard this thing that was saying that a lot of the venues may not be open until fall of next year,
Yeah,
which was
seriously.
kind of a bummer to me because it was like, damn. But since this is all that we have, I really plan on taking great advantage of it. This Friday coming up, I'm actually going to be doing an IG live, like an album release show for Toons.
Ooh.
So I'll just be like, you know, performing those and just playing some music and jamming out.
Are
Um,
you gonna do like live with instruments and stuff?
Not with the instruments, just because I couldn't get up with everybody to rehearse. So
Oh,
I'm just gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
like tracking it out. It'll just be like me and the laptop.
That's cool. You'll still bring the
Yeah,
vibes.
just for the time being. Um, on every second Thursday, I was doing this thing called The Function. It's a party that I throw. So I'm gonna start doing that again on Twitch. Every second Thursday, I'm gonna be
What is
DJing.
Twitch?
Twitch is like this gaming website where people can go to now to kind of just stream. And then, you
Gaming is a
know,
whole nother world.
it is. And I hope I'm not taking the lid off. It's only like six of us. But I heard they're kind of like not really on the copyright shit like that. Like where with Instagram, when you DJ, they'll cut you off. But they don't do that on Twitch yet.
Oh, okay.
So for
Okay.
all the DJs
Okay.
and stuff, if you want to do your DJ thing, you could do it over there. Because I got a homie, Mr. 14, shout out to him. He'll just DJ his own beats and shit. I like DJing other music, you know. So I know on Instagram it wouldn't work for me.
Yeah,
So he
they
put
be
me
doing
on
it with the copyright.
heavy. So I'm gonna go over Twitch and do some stuff over there. I'm gonna try to do this Lou Rawls kind of telethon where I get a couple of artists together and we perform and put the cash app up and whoever want to donate can. I'm going to be probably doing that at the Why Not lot on June 12th.
Okay.
Like myself, Al Rogers, Cheyenne,
Yes, I
um,
love Al. I love Cheyenne. Come on.
hell yeah, Amy Reed, Bobby Rush, Black Star, Chaotic Couture. So it's a few
Yes.
people that I'm trying to rally up to just do something quick, like short and sweet. Again, like just tracks, no band, like just hit it and leave. And like, cause I don't want to kind of take advantage of we outside. Cause I know people still have their things about that. I'm not really tripping off of it too much, but I want to consider everybody else.
I'm here for it. So hopefully
Yeah,
y'all definitely support my guy, and all the artists because Baltimore, we have an amazing
we really do.
underground music scene. It's
Hell yeah.
crazy.
We
Like
really do. We
it's
really
really
do.
unique and amazing. Like it's no
Yeah.
other ways to say it. So
I'm
that's
I'm glad to be a part of it. I really am because it's like such a rich community and we're making
culture
noise. For real.
and raw and real emotion and
Hell
feel,
yeah.
style and just it's beautiful.
And I would like to tell everybody that is watching that people are watching us and people are looking at us. Like a lot of times you can't feel it because it's not physical. People are watching us, man. Like if you go in your stories and see a lot of the people that be watching you from far away, it's like people are watching what we're doing. And even if you can't see it. So just keep working. Just don't stop because it's definitely on the way to paying off.
Most certainly, and more importantly, if you're acting out and doing stuff from your passion and you're being intentional about it,
No
God is
doubt.
going to surround you with the right people who has to see you. And
Absolutely.
them 2 followers gonna grow to 10 followers, gonna go to 100, gonna go to 1,000, and it's
It's
going to
very
keep
true.
elevating. But you can't stop or allow that to discourage you. You got to just be innovative and do what you can do when you can do it.
It's
And
very true.
yeah, we gonna be good. Eyes are definitely on Baltimore. They've been on
I
Baltimore.
agree, yo.
It's
That's
lit.
why I be so hyped. Like, yo, I get to talk to Raven
It's
Paris.
lit.
Like, oh shit. Like, yo, this is really like an accomplishment to be able to talk to you.
Ah,
So it's
thank y'all.
dope. Like for
Wait, yo,
real.
I didn't know I was talking to my
Hell
guy,
yeah. I
Josh.
was like, yo, let's do it. Like this is I feel like, and I told you before, like whatever happens to anybody from here happens to me.
Yeah,
Because that's how close it is.
yeah.
Like that, and that's how close we are, just as far as location is concerned. And to just keep
We
inspiring and
gotta keep
uplifting
celebrating
one
each other
another.
wins.
It's true. Like, yo, did you see the DDM show on Sunday? Did he did on YouTube?
No.
Man,
But
you
they be
gotta
doing
see it.
shows on YouTube.
He did like a premiere on
I
YouTube. Man, it was so dope. Like the production value was just so ill. He had like illustrations and stuff in it, and it just really like, as always, every time I see a show he does, it just kind of lit a fire up under me to be like, yo, hell yeah, let's get back on it. So it's just
it was
like
some inspiration that motivated you.
super duper. And it just helped me a lot. So I was just, shout out to him and just everybody that's doing it, you know?
Shout out
Right
to
now is a
them.
pivotal time.
It is. So what we gonna play? What's our last track we should play?
Word. All right, so the last one, I would like to play Lift Yourself.
Lift yourself. That's the last track on Toons. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Yes. I
Word.
will never stay down. I will always go up. You
Shout
spoke
out
on
to
that.
D Dave, yo. I'm going up.
Yes. We gonna
That,
only keep going up.
hell yeah. That line, yo, from the first time I heard that song, I'm going up now. I was like, yeah, I like that. It was just like a mantra, like you telling yourself, I gotta win. I cannot lose.
It's
And
affirmations. that you're
It's
just
super
manifesting.
affirmations, yo. It really is. And it's just like, yo, I just think we really need to start paying attention to what we're saying. Like,
Power of the
like
tongue.
for real. And it's called spells and shit for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if we realize what we're saying to ourselves and to each other. So like the I'm going up shit, it just stuck with me. I can never stay down. And in that time also, I was really feeling like challenged creatively. Like, man, what am I doing? Like, what's next for me? Not really knowing what my voice was like as a creator, because I had put out Function and I was touring off of that and had a good time with that. But oh shit, this was James. And I was just like, man, so what am I gonna do now? Even a lot of the sessions and stuff that I was doing, I just wasn't feeling them. And I just kind of had to break down that wall to
Yeah.
just find that flow again. And I did, I really did, especially with Lift Yourself. It was like I was in here telling myself, like I cannot stay down. Like I can't stay in this place of uncertainty, like I don't know. That shit kills everything.
Nothing but the enemy. That ain't
Real
nothing but the
shit.
spirit of the devil. Okay?
For real. And that shit don't exist around me.
Nah.
So I know who I am and I'm just gonna keep walking in that.
I'm here for it. Tell everybody how they can stream and download Toons and the rest of your music that you have out. Tell them about the YouTube channel. Just run it all down.
Word. Okay. Well, you can get in touch with me here at Josh PMA. Toons and everything is streaming everywhere. What is it? Tidal, iTunes. What's the other one? All of them. I have them on Bandcamp. Uh, I have a cartoon that I'm working on. Episode 1 is on YouTube. It's called Turd Ferguson and the Shitheads. Um, I have a second episode, but I gotta, edit it and stuff some more. And when time started coming, yeah, Spotify, thank you. Like when time started coming, it was just like kind of cutting in the way with the wintertime and the corona and all that. But I have a few things that I'm working on and just trying to work on more like creative director stuff, like producing for people and just trying to put my hands in anything that I can, like for real.
Well, definitely make sure y'all support my guy. Google Music.
Right,
Like,
everything.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
We
Google
on all
Music,
these
Spotify,
streams.
everywhere I have all my albums up from like 2016 until now. So if you want to go and jam, whatever, it's all there. I hope you appreciate it.
Most certainly. And Josh, it's always a pleasure.
No doubt.
I am a fan, and I just appreciate your spirit and your artistry, and just we're going to keep going up.
No doubt. Only, yo. It's the only way to go.
It's
I appreciate
up.
you, yo. Thanks
Course,
for always having me and opening your door to me. It means a whole lot. Thank you.
Of course. And definitely everybody, y'all can definitely be sure to watch the interview. It'll be